It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the tuber screen. I like to get there and give my unique perspective, because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a new perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and let's get into about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Togo. Got some plays over in Togo this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Todoba, in Togo. I listened to some music from the area over the weekend. And let me just say, the sounds of Togo were absolutely beautiful. I was loving the music I was hearing. It was fantastic. It was so good. I appreciate the culture and the art you guys are putting out. Thank you very much. So thanks for listening to the podcast. Appreciate it. God says gratitude. And just FYI, back in the day, went to school to be a radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have the focus. If I would have had more focus, that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But it didn't. It allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate, might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet, so it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, trees, dirt, sand, land, bricks, roads, water, sun. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I can ramble you all day, but I won't. Let's get right to the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the day when I was a young man, I got a little musical. Say, Captain, little musical we talking about? Back when I was a young man, I used to play the guitar, strum the guitar, bro, playing chords and licks, bro. I did that. I was playing the guitar for probably like 2, 3, 4 years, something like that. It was all right. But when you play the guitar, man, you need a pick. We don't need a pick, but a pick does help. What's a pick? It's a thing you pluck the strings with on a guitar, bro. So if you play guitar, bro, if you went to the guitar, rocking and rolling, little blues, rhythm and blues, little bluegrass, whatever, country, whatever. If you play the guitar, well, guess what? We got some picks for you, bro. We got picks, bro. We got picks. So you can play the guitar in style with some cool picks. Because the Captain loves a guitar, bro. I love a good lick, good solo, good rhythm and blues, good blues, bro. I love that. So if you're into playing guitar, we got some picks for you over the Specific Sales Store. I'll put a link below to check it out so you can have some dope, cool picks while you playing your guitar, bro. You play the guitar, the MTV. That ain't working. So anyways, check the picks over the Existing Fiction Store. Put a link below. Now, let's get out with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again, and I feel absolutely magnificent. I just got done drinking kombucha. I think that's the reason why. I think I'm feeling magnificent because I just had kombucha, bro. I'm pretty sure that's it. I had a good day too, but the kombucha's probably part of it as well. Just had a big can of kombucha. Guys in the can. So anyways, had kombucha. I'm feeling good, bro. I told you I had the monkey mouth flowing a couple episodes ago. It was hitting me pretty hard, but now we back. Like I say a lot of times, like life is like a roller coaster. Yup. You're down, yep, you're down, at least for me. Maybe it's not that way for you, but for me, I'm up, I'm down, I'm feeling good, feeling bad. It's just kind of part of the game. Some days you doubt yourself, some days you think you're invincible. I've said this multiple times in this podcast. It's just the way my life goes. Maybe it's a good life, maybe it's not, I don't know. But I'm having fun, I'm gonna enjoy it. So I'm back again to podcast and talk about movies, TV, sports, and flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, in the past week or so, I saw something on the tube that I thought I would never see. Like I would never thought that I would see this. Like I was amazed to see this, bro. Like I was so amazed to see this on my screen. I'm like, this is really happening? Like this is for real? And ladies and gentlemen, you might be thinking, what are you talking about, Captain? What did you see in the tube that was so unbelievable to you? What did you see in the tube that made you think, like, what is going on? What is happening? The world is ending. It's the Matrix. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, what I saw on the tube is I saw the mainstream newscaster talk about UFOs, aliens in a legitimate way. It wasn't talking about tinfoil hats. They wasn't talking about crazy conspiracy theories. They covered it in like a legit way. A couple different news broadcasts I saw did this in the last couple weeks. I saw Army generals giving it consideration, bro. Like, it's absolutely craziness that this is even being done. Like, I never thought I would see that day. That they're giving aliens and UFOs like credibility as a possibility. Like, as a legitimate possibility. Like, bro, like, what is going on, bro? There's a few things that have surprised me the last decade. One of the other things is that they're selling marijuana at stores down the road. Legit. It ain't illegal. You go to the store and buy it like you're buying alcohol. I never thought I would see that. You just go to a store and buy it like you're buying alcohol. Never thought I'd see that. But that's happening. And now mainstream news are just talking about UFOs like it's real. They ain't got no tinfoil hat. They ain't hiding from it. They're making fun of it. They're not calling people kooks and crazy. They're legitimately covering it. UFOs, bro, they're mainstream. But a lot of us, man, been into UFOs for a long time. I've been following the UFO phenomena for probably like 25, 30 years, something like that. Actually, let me share something with you guys. I've talked about in the podcast before. I believe I've seen UFOs twice in my life. 2 times in my life, I believe I've seen UFOs. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but I kind of feel like it was true. And since then, I've always kind of been keeping my ear, my eyes to the whole UFO phenomena. Yeah, I've been into it. And now the mainstream news is following suit, bro. Pretty soon, you're going to see a UFO land on your lawn. They be landing in your lawn. You be see them flying. You be at the stop, they be flying over your head. Like, look at that UFO right there. They be at your corner store picking up a 40 ounce. They gonna be living down the street, moving down the street, bro. They just gonna park their UFO in the front yard, buy a house, and live in the city with us. They gonna start moving in. I don't know, man, but it is interesting that they're like more mainstream now. Maybe they're coming. Maybe they're finally gonna reveal themselves to us. I don't know. I'm no UFO expert. I'm not a UFOologist. I'm a sick guy of the podcast. But one thing I do think is in this vast, humongous universe, infinite amount of space, there is no possible way that we're the only life forms in all this space, bro. There's so many planets. There's so many stars. It's like infinite. The probability of us being the only life forms in the entire universe. Well, obviously animals know that, but outside of Earth, there's no other life forms. Impossible, bro. That can't be possible. I mean, right? It just can't be. So, yeah. Are there aliens and UFOs out there? I like to think there probably is. Are they going to make themselves known to us soon? Some people think they already have. Will you see them on mainstream news landing on the White House lawn? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, strange things have been happening in the last decade. Like, things I never thought would be seen or happen have been happening. Everything's on the table, bro. Like, I'm at the point now where, like, nothing would surprise me because so much weird stuff has happened in the last decade. Just things happening, things said, you know, that I just never thought would happen. They're just crazy. Just some cool, some good, some crazy, bro. So, I don't know. UFOs are mainstream, bro. I used to watch Ancient Aliens all the time. Every Friday night, I was watching Ancient Aliens. I was going down that rabbit hole so much, right? And I'll be real with you guys. I kind of just kind of lost interest. I've been alive for 46 years. And I just feel there hadn't been a lot of progress in that. There was never any clear video of them. You know, there was never any definitive proof they existed. And I kind of just gave up. But now that they're on the mainstream news, I'm like, bro, maybe they back. I don't know. I just thought it was very interesting. One additional thing too, like just with the news in general, it's interesting how over time, society changes and what's shown in the news and how the news talks as well. Like I said this in a podcast a while back, but back when I was in my early 20s, late teens, right? Words that we would use that were considered slang, subculture words. And I fast forward to like the last, 8, 9 years, whatever. I would see these same words on the news, like being used like regular words. Like these weren't subculture words anymore. These weren't slang words. It's just interesting how things that were subculture or not mainstream in the past are now becoming more mainstream in society, right? So many things from back in the day that just were not are now mainstream. It's so weird how that works. And it's going to be even more interesting, fast forward another 20 years. What's that going to look? What's the mainstream media going to look like? What are they going to be talking about? What's going to be said? Things that are now considered subculture or outside the mainstream. Maybe they'll be mainstream. That I don't even know. I'm not sure how this whole society information is going to evolve. I'll be honest, I couldn't have predicted in my 20s that this is how society would look like. It's a very interesting space to be in. Like, I am in the future and you see what's going on. This is the future, bro. My 20-year-old self could never imagine this. Now, 46 years old, I like to explore all types of ideas. I like to look at different things and think about things, but I can't even begin to think where we're going to be in 20 years, society-wise, right? Or technological-wise. There's just too many possibilities. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, looks like the UFOs are mainstream, bro. ET phone home. Take me to your leader. So anyways, that's all I want to talk about. UFOs are mainstream, bro. Get out your Reese's Pieces. Get your phone, because you got a phone home. Take me to my leader. Little green men, right? Flying saucers. It's mainstream, bro. Get ready. It's coming. Maybe it's not. I don't know. So that's all I want to talk about this week. UFOs are mainstream. And until next time, we'll see. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.